Hi, welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. So nice to have you here. This is going to be a pick a pile reading, and this is going to be for your September 2020. I don't have a lot of piles for you to pick from, but this is just a general reading. I am actually planning to do one for your career and also one for your love life. So this is going to be some sort of a three-part series for your September 2020 pick pile reading. Okay, so be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Be sure to follow my updates on my Facebook page or from my Instagram. Okay, so before we go into picking the piles, let me explain to you how this reading is going to work for you. Okay, so I'm going to look into what's coming for you for September. This is just going to be a general reading. Please bear that in mind. So general here, it can be about your work, it can even be about your love. Even it really depends. I don't have no say in what's going to happen, what's going to come up in a reading. I just let source, I just let universe, I just let God show me what it is that you really need to know about your September. Okay, so after that, we're going to go into what it is that you have to pay attention to, meaning to say, perhaps you have to pay more attention to your children, or maybe your work, or maybe perhaps your parents even, or maybe your friends. Have I said friends yet? Anyway, it may be just something that you may not see or you may have neglected unknowingly. Okay, but we'll see what happens. Okay. And then after that, we'll also go into some advice for you to see, you know, just what it is that universe wants you to know. Okay, and how to go about your challenge if there is any in your reading. Okay, so now we're going to pick a pile here. I'm sorry about my phone. Okay, so here we have pile number 1. This is pile number 2. This is pile number 3. Okay, so if go ahead and try to pick the piles from the deck. Can try to feel whichever is calling out to you. Otherwise, you can choose them based on the crystals that I have prepared for you. Okay, so for pile number 1, we have an amethyst. For pile number 2, we have a golden rutilated quartz. And for pile number 3, we have a smoky quartz. Okay? Alright, so you can pause this video if you need to, if you need more time to pick. Okay? So whenever you're ready, I will see you at the timestamps. Hello, pile number 1. This is going to be your reading. Okay, so I'm going to put this amethyst here. Okay, so Ace of Wands, Tower, okay, and 10 of Swords. Yikes, man. Okay, never mind. It's okay, nothing to worry about. Okay, so Page of Wands, 4 of Swords, Queen of Swords. Okay, so I have 2 wild cards here, the Fool and Page of Cups. Okay, 3 of Wands, the Strength, and 4 of Cups. Okay, as a summary, as overall, something's gonna happen, probably out of the blue. You have no idea, you probably don't even see it coming, and there's just a whole lot of patience and waiting that's coming for you. Okay, wait, hang on, sorry about that. Must have annoyed your eyes. Okay. Okay, I think someone's going to instigate a fight or some sort of, you know, something just, there's a spark of something, and that spark, you know, it's just like the bomb is here, the dynamite is here, and then the wick is here, and then you just light up the wick, and just because of that one spark, that's gonna, you know, burn the whole wick, and then this is what I see here. And this explosion, you know, in the tower usually means something happened unexpectedly, but let me clarify that for you. Okay, So I need one clarification over the Tower. So universe, give me one card for the Tower, please. King of Wands. Okay, cool. One more for, okay, then give me one for Ace of Wands. Okay, so there's going to be an argument coming, okay? And it's kind of instigated, to be really honest, by this someone here. And this someone, you know, this is kind of like the a-hole, you know, they just put in the fire, you know, in Malay we call it batu api. Batu api meaning to say, you know, I'm just gonna put in the fuel into the fire to make the fire bigger and bigger, but at the same time I'm not going to take responsibility for it, and then this person just walks away trying to avoid the situation. You know, I don't want to, yes, they started the fight, they're the ones who instigated it, but at the same time they're not willing to face the consequences. Okay, and this person is so upset. This person, you know, suddenly, you know, it's kind of like, it probably is like, this person may not be very quiet and very calm, but you know, every person has their limits. You know, you don't keep on provoking a person and then don't expect them, and not expect them to retaliate, or not expect them to fight, to suddenly fight you. Okay, and it's this person is an a-hole, but what is this person's problem? Okay, give me one more for the Ace of Wands. Because they're not willing to face the consequences. They're not willing to what's the word, to compensate. I wouldn't say compensate, it's more like they're just not willing to face the consequences. Okay, and this person, whoever it is that's upset, that is very angry, you know, that exploded, okay, this person, let's see more about the Tower here. So bear in mind that this is what's coming for you in September. So very likely you are this person, you know. Okay, give me one for the Tower. Okay. Okay, it's like this. To me, this really looks like a work situation. Okay, I don't really see this as a loved one, to be really honest. Otherwise, this is just something, you know, among the hierarchy. Meaning to say, perhaps this is between you and a parent, or maybe between you and your child. So it, you know, it's hierarchy. You know, it. I know in the Western, this is not really. Oh, I can't say that. You know, what do I know about the Western cultures? But for the Asian ones, you know, it's usually for us, we don't speak against our elders. Though we try and, but we're kind of changing over that. Anyway, that's not the main point. Main point is, there's this hierarchy problem here. Very likely a family fight. Otherwise, this is within your company or organization where someone screwed up, and your boss or maybe your colleague, you know, maybe you are of high-ranking position, you know, either you lose your temper, or you know, your colleague or your boss loses their temper, and this person who screwed up, who did this thing, they're not willing to face the consequences. And it's very likely, you know, something happened. It can be even as simple as, you know, something happened, you have to clean up the shit, but this person who caused the problem did not reveal themselves. Okay? And so this is going to bring you a lot of stress in September. So let's see what you can do to avoid this. Is there anything that my audience can do to avoid this thing to happen in the first place? I'm sorry, it's a no. Well, this is a general reading. I mean, if you have this inkling that this is going to happen, okay, you have to try to, you know, just try to solve the problem instead, right? Well, but based on this reading, I don't think you can avoid this. So I want to see why we cannot avoid this. Communication breakdown. So it very likely a misunderstanding, you know, perhaps too many, what's the word? Too many cooks that spoil the broth. Communication breakdown, and no one trusts anyone. So there's a very huge argument. So, and then what? So that's why we're going to see later, see in the advice to see what it is that you can do. But to be really honest, just by the look of these 3 cards, there's really nothing that you can do except try to be patient and just try your best to for a better outcome. Okay, so now let's go into let's try to read the rest of the cards first, and then after that we'll try to sum it up. Okay, so what it is that you need to be aware of in September: Page of Wands, 4 of Swords, and Queen of Swords. So because of whatever this thing is coming in, make sure you get enough rest, alright? And to be really honest, I think this is not directly, it doesn't really affect you directly, but more so indirectly, because maybe sometimes it's just simple. If it's not within your life, there is, you know, an external influence, an external factor that causes you to feel, you know, to be pulled into that energy. Okay, to me this feels like something that's going to happen outside your not outside your circle. It's going to happen around you. It's going to affect you indirectly. So it can be that maybe it is your colleague that pissed off your boss or your manager, whoever it is that is in the higher hierarchy, and this is causing a lot of stress among the workers. Okay, so what you can do for yourself to be really, because based on this bottom cards, you know, these energies are so drastic, and it will make sense on why, you know, I asked what it is that you can do about it, what it is that you can do about it, but at the same time, you know, you can't do anything about it because it is not your fight, it is not your battle, it is something that is beyond your reach, beyond your help. Okay, but know that this is due to communication breakdown. Okay, and you are just, you know, you're just looking at these 2 people walking away, you know, feeling very defeated, and you're at the side just like, I can't even do anything to rectify this problem. Okay, and they will explain all this bottom of the card, all these cards here at the bottom. It's not your fight, and it's okay for you to walk away if you want to. If you want to help, you can help. You can, you know, just send text, you know, just asking them, how are you okay, do you need more time for it, do you need more time? You know, show little care, it's fine, but at the same time, don't forget to work on your own self, to focus on your own stuffs instead. Okay, but there is a need for you to straighten things out, you know, you know, all these cards here, yes, you can show care, but this is a page which is a smaller energy as compared to the Queen. The Queen here is saying, you know, whoever it is that is wrong, you know, you have to correct them. You have to let them know that no, this is not how it, you cannot do so and so. It's because you did so and so, that's why this thing happened. Okay, another thing is that, you know, to me this really looks like something that's going to happen around you. Okay, and there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, sorry, 3 of Wands, Strength, and the 4 of Cups. Even if this is about you, be honest with yourself. With the Queen of Swords here and the 4 of Cups here, it's saying very likely, you know, whoever it is that effed up in this situation, if they were trying to, you know, trying to if they still did not realize their mistake, and then they're trying to talk to you, it's kind of like, hey, let's just forget about that, what happened, okay, I'm just gonna buy you a drink, and then let's just forget everything. And the Queen of Swords saying no, learn to protect your boundaries, especially if this person screw you over. Okay. I really feel that this is really not your fight. Three of Wands here saying, just try to see what happens. Don't try to intervene. Be more. Try to be neutral. But the Strength here is saying that you have to be patient with whatever that happened. Maybe you want things to go back to the way it was, but it is not your fight. Four of Cups is saying it is, the emotions gonna be around you, and just flying there with a hand in the air, and you're not supposed to react to it, because you're not supposed to absorb the energy. You're supposed to just, this is not my energy. I am not going to take it. I'm not going to absorb it. Okay? Okay, so what I want to do for you is I want to pull you some last message. So universe, do you have any additional message for the pile number 1? Page of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, and Death. So to me, this looks like, you have to focus more on yourself, because you are, I'm sorry, because you're not, I wouldn't say that, you lack money or you're insecure or whatever, but this last 3 cards does say that you need to focus more on your Pentacles, focus more on your security, because right now you're not at a very stable position yet. Okay? Give me 1 card for this Death. So what needs to change? Yeah. So it's kind of like, try not to focus so much into what happened here. It's going to happen, definitely. It's going to be big. It's going to explode, by the time maybe when you know about it, it will definitely affect you. But try to let go. Let go of this stress, because, it doesn't even affect you directly from how I see it. Okay? So focus on yourself. You have a lot of pages here. And it's really interesting. The one that's missing is the Page of Swords, but you have the Queen of Swords. So what does that tell me? Is that you still have a lot of building. You still have a lot of growing. The pages are always, about learning something. Okay? Very likely you are someone who has very high, I want to say IQ, but at the same time, you are someone who knows how to guard yourself whenever the time is right. Okay? So focus more on yourself, because your Pentacles still needs your security, your money, your resources, still needs a lot of building up to do. Okay? And you need to cut away this 7 of Cups here. 7 of Cups is saying the confusion, perhaps, because of what happened here, you're unsure what's going to happen. Maybe if this is about, you never know what's going to happen, right? This is a general reading. I'm just going to give you an example, okay? So maybe 2 of your bosses, you have some directors in your company, they suddenly have a big fight. And then you're starting to wonder what's going to happen with the company. Am I going to lose my job because this director is going to pull out, is going to do whatever it is, you're going to boycott, going to sabotage or whatever crap. Just forget it. Okay? Because what it doesn't, you only have control over your own life. Okay, yes, it's very scary, you know, because you never know what's going to happen, and then you have to start planning, you have to start building, and that is what you should do. Okay, so whatever confusion that you have, you know, whatever it is that you are unsure of, you know, just let it go. Let it go and just focus on your pentacles, focus on your resources, focus on yourself. Okay, all right. So pile number one, that's all I have for you. So I hope that this has given you enough insights. I hope that this has helped you. So please persevere. Okay, please be patient, and I wish you nothing but the best. Take care of yourself. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile number two. This is going to be a reading. So I'm putting the crystals on the side here. So let's see what's coming for you. Nine of Wands, the Moon, Ace of Wands. Okay. So what is it that you need to be aware of? The World, Five of Pentacles, Chariot. So we have two wild cards here, Seven of Cups and Four of Cups. Okay. All right. Advice, we have the Devil, Eight of Pentacles, and Ten of Wands. Okay. Trying to make sure the light doesn't bother you guys. All right, give me a second. This energy is very heavy. You have the Nine of Wands, the Moon, Five of Pentacles, the Devil, the Ten of Wands, Seven of Cups, and the Four of Cups here. Seems like you are going towards the direction of feeling very demotivated. And you feel that, you know, nothing is coming your way, and no matter how hard you try, no matter how much effort you put into it, you don't see the future in it. Somehow you feel unsure, you feel, you know, what am I doing? You feel, what am I fighting for? What is my life goal? What am I supposed to be doing here? This reading is definitely about you feeling, you know, finding your direction, finding your way, finding your inspiration. Because right now, I feel that you're doing okay, but it's just that you lack that wanting to do something. Okay, we have Nine of Wands, or Ace of Wands, and here we have the Ten of Wands, because if you're not careful, you're going to go into the Ten of Wands here. With the World here, with the Chariot, especially with the Chariot here, the Chariot is saying that you have to align what it is that you want and what it is that is good for yourself, in the sense that the goals that you want, okay, and is it truly aligned to what it is that you really want? You know, are you happy if you reach this goal? Perhaps, you know, you've been telling yourself, I want this goal, but not gold. You want this to achieve this goal. But once you have it, are you satisfied with it? Are you happy with it? Does it make you, does it inspire you to try another goal, another thing that you want to achieve? And if you're not careful, your resources may drain. Okay, it's kind of like, you know, you're supposed to be doing work, you know, you're supposed to be, you know, the more you do your work, the more money you make, more resources you get. And because of this feeling, this demotivation, you're not doing what you're supposed to do, and you're not earning enough. You know, you have to pay attention to that. So what is it that you are obsessed about, that you keep thinking about here? So universe, I need one card for the Devil. So what is it that they need to let go? I know they need to let go of something. Oh, you're in your comfort zone because you're not wanting to do the dirty work. You're not wanting to do a lot of you know, because you are good where you are. You know, I'm already comfortable. No one tells me to do anything, and I don't have to do anything if I don't want to. I mean, yeah, that's a very, very nice way to live. But it's different, you know, if you say you feel indifferent about your life. You feel that there is nothing to look forward to in life. I think indifferent is the right word. You know, then you feel that, what's the point I continue living? What's the point I continue living this way? What's the point of, you know, of doing this work every day? It's more about being complacent. Okay, 1, you have no drive right now. 2, you are confused as to what it is that you want to achieve right now. It can be that, you know, you want to achieve maybe, let's say, 5 to 7 goals at once. But right now, suddenly everything, you put them on pause. You know, you're starting to sulk, you're starting to wonder, I work so hard only to achieve this much. What's the point? You know, it can be as simple as, you know, you're pushing something that you really love, but if no one appreciates it, then what's the point I do it in the first place? And if that's the case, then maybe you should ask yourself, are you doing this for the people, or are you doing this for yourself? If you're doing this for yourself, then you will never have to ask that question, right? You don't have to ask, why do people not appreciate what I do? You would have said something along the lines of, I am doing this for myself, to push myself further, to see where is my limit, to see where is my potential. You know, and everyone who watches what I do are more than welcome to join in my journey. It's about, this reading is about, I wouldn't say you are scared, but it's just more like you are scared of breaking out from this comfort zone. You know, because you're already cooped up in this stage of fear. And so when you want to, you know, when you've how do you say this, when you take in all the energy and you keep it inside, you know, after some time it becomes a habit, and it's very difficult to break out from it. Okay, it's kind of like, you know, when you ask someone who has not exercised before to lose weight, to lose like what, 10 kilos, you know, but because people, they have been so complacent, they have been, you know, they have not been exercising for the longest time, so they're in this energy where, why do I have to hurt myself by running and then making my legs sore just to lose 10 kgs? I'm happy where I am. You know, it's that kind of mentality, it's that kind of energy. Okay, if that's the case, then, you know, you don't have to make new goals. All you need to do is just to take what it is that you have now and make it better. So let's say, for example, let's say you have a hobby, like for example, let's say my tarot. Okay, I'm good in reading tarot cards. Okay, so what I can do for myself is I can create my own tarot deck if I really want to. Okay, it's just taking something that you're very good at and then just trying to reach another branch out from what it is that you already know how to do. like, and I give you another example. Okay, for example, let's say, okay, you're good in watercolor, okay, in coloring, in using watercolor to paint. Okay, so your next step should be maybe start a YouTube channel, or it can be as simple as, you know, you start to paint and then convert them and make them into vector graphic elements, and then you sell them online. You sell them on Etsy if you like to, on Shutterstock, or any kind of vector stocks. What's the word? You know what I mean. You sell them online, okay? You don't have to try new things if you don't want to. I don't see that you need to try anything new. It's just that you need to push yourself. You need to break yourself out from this very meh kind of energy. Because otherwise you are going to go into this stage of Ten of Wands where you suddenly feel it's like, why is life such a bore? Why is life such a burden? You know, I don't have to do this. You know, what's the point in doing all this? So you are definitely in that middle point. It's either you break out from it, or you're going to continue this throughout September. Okay, so I'm not gonna pull cards for you like I did with pile number 1. What I can suggest for you is I'm just gonna suggest something the spiritual way. You can either try to meditate meditate on your sacral chakra. Sacral chakra is just right above your root chakra. It's I would say it's the second one, right? It's just right beneath. It's just right around your what's the word? Your belly button. Okay, so sacral chakra is what, if you have a balanced sacral chakra, it's going to push you. It's going to make you feel more adventurous. You know, you will not be in this gloomy kind of energy. You feel more excited to do something. Okay, and also try to meditate on your solar plexus. Solar plexus is the third chakra, so it's right around your abdomen, and that is important because it helps you generate your willpower. Okay, and that's exactly what you need right now. You need to push yourself. Okay, you need to feel more alive. You need the motivation, and you can only get it from yourself. Okay, so another thing I want to mention when it comes to the chariot, you know, other than the solar plexus, you can also meditate on your root chakra, because root chakra is the thing, is, you know, it is what is telling you, you know, you have to be patient. We have to push forward, and it's not like you know, like you're pushing yourself forward like a rocket. It's a very steady kind of momentum, and that's what you need. You don't need to push yourself too hard. Okay, you don't have to pressure yourself. Okay, take it slow. Okay, you can do some research if you need to. Okay, because usually Eight of Pentacles, there is an indication that, you know, because you are doing something that is better. So very likely a lot of research, practice, that is a definite. Okay, and just trying to, you know, make something good of it out of your life. You know, even if you don't want to upskill yourself, that's fine, but maybe take care of yourself a little bit better. You know, Eight of Pentacles itself saying upgrading yourself, so it can be upgrading something that you are good at, you know, like a skill, or maybe upgrading how you look, or maybe how you feel. So you can go for spa, you can just get some very good massages for yourself, take care of yourself, pamper yourself, so that, you know, you can see that, wow, life is beautiful. I did not realize that life is so colorful. There's so much things to see. There's so much things to explore. And then, you know, you can go out, splurge on some nice clothes, make yourself look and feel good about yourself. Okay, and hopefully that's going to help you break out from this energy right here. So that's all I have for you, pile number 2. I really cannot see any other thing other than this, but I hope that this reading will help you. And if and until so I wish you the best of luck. And I wasn't sure what I wanted to say back then, so I wish you the best of luck. I hope that you're able to break out of this energy. I will see you next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. This is going to be a reading. I'm going to put this smoky quartz here. It's a bit too bright. I hope you can see the cards, but let's see what happens. So, what's coming for you? 9 of Swords, Justice. Oh, wait, hang on. The Fool. Can you see it? I think it's a bit too bright. Never mind, I'll adjust the light later. Okay, wait, hang on. I hope this is better. Looks a bit grayish on camera, but no, I just want you guys to see the cards, sorry. Okay, so what's coming for you? King of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, and the Magician. Okay, so 2 wild cards here, 5 of Wands, Ace of Swords. Advice here we have the Chariot, High Priestess, and the World. Okay, give me a second. What are you worried about? There's some worry coming in, there's some anxiety coming in, and there's a need for you to balance yourself so that you don't have to let this fear hold on to you. So what is it that you are afraid of? Universe, tell me more about the 9 of Swords. The Devil. So what is it that you are thinking about? Very likely, with the King of Wands at the bottom, a lot of you are dealing or have dealt with this person here. Okay, so somehow this person is making you anxious, worried, even scared. Okay, but there's a need for you to be logical, and more importantly, to be stoic in the sense that, don't let this person scare you. Don't let this person just by their presence, your emotions get affected that easily. No, I'm just saying that sometimes people, they don't have to do a certain action on you to manipulate you, to affect you, but just by, some people, just by hearing their name, just by looking at them, they feel, they get affected somehow. Okay, so tell me about this 5 of Wands. How about this Ace of Swords? I feel that whoever it is, especially if you are dealing with a King of Wands, so let me explain to you what a King of Wands is first. King of Wands, this person very likely has a very high position in whatever they're doing, may even be a leader, may even be a boss, runs a business. Otherwise, they have a very high position, like I've said already. And also someone who knows what it is they're doing. I would say based on this card, is a bit, with the puffy chest and all that, I wanted to say ego, and usually with the Wands, there's always some sort of ego inside. And this person, I would say, it's not charismatic. What's the word? Is it charismatic? Charismatic, yes. Can be charismatic. Maybe just someone who stirs your heart. Well, whoever this person is, this person somehow just makes you feel very, I wouldn't say excited, just, you're worried about this person, and you're worried about some sort of impending argument or some sort of fight, some sort of conflict that's gonna go on, and I feel that, someone has a bit of fear that some sort of truth or mask is gonna be taken down with the Judgment card here, or maybe you're afraid on of how this person perceives you as, or how this person, you know, this person's judgment is onto you. So it can sometimes, okay, for some of you, maybe you're dealing this person, maybe this person's an ex-lover, but for some of you, this is definitely about some sort of assessment from your boss or something like that, okay? And you're very worried about it. Okay, so I can see that you're dealing with someone. This someone makes you feel very anxious because over some sort of judgment, some sort of decision, some sort of conflict that may arise. And you will know it, and this is going to change your life. Let's see with the Wheel of Fortune here. Show me the Wheel of Fortune. No, it's going to be okay. And then you're going to be like, oh, okay. Oh, I actually thought it's like that, but it's not. So I was worried for nothing. So this reading is just saying that you're very worried over something that's related to this person, okay? And you don't have to be, all right? So keep yourself balanced, all right? So that you know everything's okay. Everything is dandy, okay? But however, pay attention, because there may be, you know, it can be that you have a feeling that this person is watching over you, and that's what makes you feel very anxious. That's what makes you feel very nervous over this person, and you're so worried about what is this person gonna say, what does this person want. There's no stalking here, so this is definitely not about, you know, some person, you know, stalking you. So, Seven of Pentacles, what it is that you need to be aware of. I will say this, there is some part about you that needs fixing. So if you're worried about people, so let's say for example, you're worried about your bosses or your superiors' assessment over you, then you have to be very careful with how you build yourself up. You have to be very careful in, you know, this is like, I forgot what bird this is called. If you know, please comment below. This bird is building her nest, you know, and you have to take care of maybe your cubicle, maybe your just, how do I explain this? Just trying to make sure, okay, if this is, let's say this is a work environment, then of course you have to pay attention to your work cubicle, pay attention to the people you're interacting even, okay? It is about protecting yourself so that this person will not try to pick on anything on it, okay? And of course another thing is that Magician, you know, to me it's a card of your willpower, okay? It's how much effort are you putting into your work, okay? So with the advice here, Chariot, High Priestess, and the World. So it's very, very likely that you already know who this person is, okay? Or at the very least, you know someone is watching you, and you know you have this feeling that there's this person that is assessing you, okay? And trust your instincts, trust your intuition, always trust your gut, all right? But we have the Chariot and the World here, and these two cards is just saying, you know, just do your thing. You have a lot of, you know, despite having Nine of Swords, the Devil, the Five of Wands, you know, over this King of Wands, you don't have to worry, okay? Sometimes some cards, they have this three layers of messages. We can see that there is someone that is watching over you, but at the same time, you yourself have to be the King of Wands here. You have to be more fired up with your work, okay? To live your life, okay? Even if this is an ex-lover or an ex-person or someone, whoever it is that wants to start a conflict with you, whatever, be more sure of yourself, okay? You have the Chariot, the World here, the Magician, the High Priestess. We have, just with the Magician and the High Priestess itself is already powerful enough. You even have Fool here, 0, 1, 2. Okay, then you have Chariot, you have the World, and justice is on your side. Justice is not just saying, you know, universally, so long as, you know, you do good, you will get good rewards, okay? But know that if you do not do anything justly, then of course you will have to pay the price. Okay? So long as, you know, you have done your work, everything's gonna be fine. Okay? Sharing the world is just saying, you know, so long as you put your mind into your work, into what it is that you do, you'll be fine. Okay? Okay, so pile number 3, that's all I have for you. There's not really a lot to talk about, you know, just saying that, you know, no matter who it is that is making you feel this way, just let it go. Forget about them. Focus on yourself. Okay? But be very careful. You are very likely you are being watched. Okay? Alright. That's all I have for you. That's all I really have for you right now, pile number 3. So thank you so much for your time. I wish you all the best. I will see you next video. Bye.